The Trail of the Pink Panther, 1982, is a posthumous tribute to Peter Sellers, constructed as a sort of cinematic collage. It's the seventh entry in the Pink Panther comedy film series, directed once again by Blake Edwards, who had worked closely with Sellers on the franchise. The film is notable and controversial for being built largely from unused footage of Sellers as Inspector Jacques Clouseau from previous films. The story begins with Inspector Clouseau disappearing while investigating the theft of the legendary Pink Panther diamond. When authorities are baffled, television reporter Marie Jouvet, Joanna Lumley, sets out to uncover the truth by interviewing those who knew him best, including Chief Inspector Dreyfus, former associates and others from Clouseau's past. Most of Clouseau's appearances in the film are from deleted scenes and outtakes from earlier Pink Panther films. The Pink Panther Strikes Again, Revenge of the Pink Panther, as Peter Sellers had died in 1980. The story is framed around this archival footage, intercut with new scenes featuring returning characters reminiscing about their past interactions with the bumbling detective. Production background: Peter Sellers passed away in 1980 prior to the film being made. Blake Edwards had previously considered Revenge of the Pink Panther, 1978, to be Sellers' final outing as Clouseau. The Trail of the Pink Panther was created using deleted scenes and outtakes from earlier films which had not been released before. Sellers' widow, Lynn Frederick, sued the filmmakers for using his likeness posthumously without permission and won the case, leading to financial settlements. David Niven, who reprised his role as Sir Charles Litton from the original 1963 Pink Panther, was in poor health, and his voice was dubbed by impressionist Rich Little. The film serves both as a narrative continuation and as a kind of retrospective tribute, though many fans and critics found it exploitative. The film was poorly received by critics and audiences. It was criticised for its awkward structure and for repurposing material from a deceased actor without strong narrative justification. Roger Ebert called it a movie assembled from other movies and gave it 1.5 stars out of 4. Despite strong performances from the supporting cast, especially Joanna Lumley and Herbert Lom, the film lacked the energy of its predecessors. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has a low approval rating, reflecting its general reputation as a misstep in the series. Despite the backlash, Blake Edwards went on to make 2 more Pink Panther films. Curse of the Pink Panther, 1983, focused on a new bumbling detective, Clifton Slay, Ted Wass, searching for Clouseau. Son of the Pink Panther, 1993, starring Roberto Benigni as Clouseau's son. Both films also performed poorly critically and commercially, with Trail marking a downturn for the franchise until the 2006 reboot starring Steve Martin. One minor highlight for Trail of the Pink Panther was the iconic soundtrack. Henry Mancini returned to compose the score, maintaining the franchise's beloved musical identity. The Pink Panther theme remains one of the most recognizable film themes in history. Trivia: Blake Edwards originally wanted Dudley Moore or Rowan Atkinson to potentially carry on the Clouseau legacy, but ultimately didn't recast Clouseau directly after Sellers' death. Some of the unused Clouseau scenes used in Trail had originally been considered too absurd or slow for earlier films, such as extended interactions with Professor Balls. It attempts to preserve Peter Sellers' legacy while advancing a franchise that was unsure how to exist without him. While its intentions may have been partly nostalgic, its execution, heavy reliance on unused footage and narrative gaps, left it widely considered one of the weaker entries in the series. If all of this hasn't put you off too much, The Trail of the Pink Panther is streaming for free on the Tubi app. Let us know what you think of The Trail of the Pink Panther in the comments and subscribe to Movies of the 80s for more on the most beloved and forgotten movies of the 1980s.